Okay. How old is your child?
16.
Okay. What is their disorder?
She has several disorders. She was first diagnosed with sensory integration processing dysfunction, and then she was diagnosed with global apraxia, which is motor planning. So, global means it's throughout her body, so the speech, the fine, and the gross motor are affected. And then at 3.5, she was diagnosed with autism.
Okay. Does your child have any siblings?
Yes, she's got one brother, Jack, who is 9.
Okay. How do they interact with one another?
They're pretty typical. He's grown up knowing her disability. I mean, since little bitty, we've shared with him her disability, and he understands that there's reasons why she can't do things like he can, but yet we don't let her disability be a deciding factor in what our family does. So,
Gotcha.
Yes, we're aware that she has this disability. Yes, there might be some issues within whatever we do or they do together, and we just deal with those issues as they come up. But typically, they pretty much play as typical siblings do.
Okay. Does your child have a daily routine?
Yes, she does. And she actually is better at keeping her routine than we are a lot of times. We've started a routine with her since the diagnosis, so little bitty. And the routine has just been incorporated in our family. And we've have developed and continued that same routine even when her brother came along. So, yeah.
So what is her routine?
So I'll go over her evening routine. So when she gets home from school, it's typically a snack. She plays on her own, whether that be in her room or with her brother or outside. Her dad and her go golfing sometimes after school. When she gets home, there's dinner. Then after dinner, it's a little bit of free activity, playtime. And then it's taking a bath, brushing teeth, reading a book, being tucked into bed.
Okay. How do you discipline your child? Like, what's your parenting style?
It's the same as any other child. She's given a positive choice. When she makes a bad choice, she is told, you can either choose to do this or you can choose to lose this.
Okay.
And so there's always a positive with a negative. And so she typically chooses the positive choice because she doesn't want anything taken away from her. However, there are times that something has to be taken away, something that is her favorite. Guitar, tool belt, sunglasses. You're laughing because you know.
Yes.
Cell phone. So all of those things that she just really enjoys, those get removed, and then in a timely manner, she gets to earn them back when she makes the right choice.
Okay. What has been the most challenging part of raising a special needs child?
Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about this last night and how easy and how lucky we truly are with her. I really don't know if there's anything challenging right now with her. Each year it just gets so easy. She's such an easygoing, go with the flow. I have to say in the very beginning, the challenge was the eating.
Okay.
She had such a sensory dysfunction to food, any type of food. And that was the hardest thing, was figuring that out. And now the kid will eat anything or try anything. So.
Okay. So what do you say would be the difference between raising her at 4 and raising her at 16?
Okay, so at 16, she knows there's limits, boundaries. So when we go anywhere, she knows to stay right by us. At 4, that was not there. And that sense of wanting to wander, wanting to roam, wanting to run was always there. And so she still rode in a stroller at 4 because I was afraid of her just taking off and running or darting out in traffic when we would go on walks. So typically 4-year-olds are not placed in a stroller, but she was placed in a stroller. And then, of course, the feeding at the time at 4 was a lot harder than, right now it's just, so I really am lucky with Jillian. She's come a long way. So.
Yeah. What is the best part about raising a child who has special needs?
Well, as an educator, she has taught me that kids learn in so many different capacities, and that you can't automatically assume that when a child comes to you that they have a typical learning style. I'm finding in my profession that every kid in some way has a special need. And so instead of having them learn to the way that I teach to the way that they learn.
Okay. Do you have any plans for her late adulthood? If so, what are they?
The plan is to put her in an academy in Arlington that is a school for adults with special needs. It's a like an extended learning. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not necessarily college. They wouldn't get a college degree, but they can go into college level classes with kids with special needs, and they can enter into the workforce and have a facilitator with them, making sure that they stay on task with their job. They seek out companies that hire special needs adults.
Oh, okay.
And the facilitators go with them and help them stay on task with that specific job. So it's a school that she would attend during the day and come home in the evening. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Is there anything you'd like the world to know about your child and or autism?
The one thing, there's a saying that I read a long time ago with autism, and it went like this, that if you met one child with autism, then you've met one child with autism. Meaning that there is no child that is alike, that's on the spectrum. That's why it's called a spectrum disorder. And then with my Jillian, everywhere we go, the kid makes a friend, and everywhere we go, somebody is coming up to me from the outing and telling me how happy she is or how just neat that she is. So she is just a neat kid.
Yeah. She definitely is.
Yes.
Okay, well, that concludes the interview.